This episode of Not Another Gaming Podcast is brought to you by Thrive Fantasy. What is Thrive Fantasy, you ask? Thrive Fantasy is a daily fantasy sports and esports app that eliminates the countless hours of research usually involved with fantasy sports and focuses only on the top tier athletes like myself that have the biggest impact on the game. All you have to do is choose 5 out of the 10 available player props or 10 out of 20 for an NFL game. RIP, gone, we'll see you next season. To build your lineup, each prop is assigned a fantasy value for both the over and the under based on how likely it is to hit the most props, rack up the most points, and win your share of the prize pool. It is just that simple. Thrive has awarded over $1.5 million in cash to date. And that's an old statistic. Okay, that $1.5 million, old statistic. I'm going to say it's closer to 6, maybe 7 million at this point. So to start raking in the dough, use promo code WGG when you sign up today, and you will receive an instant $50, 50 match on your direct deposit of $50 or more. Get started today using promo code WGG through the Thrive Fantasy app on the App Store, Google Play Store, or by visiting their website at thrivefantasy.com. Once again, that promo code is WGG. WGG. So go download the app and prop up with us today. Now, without further ado, enjoy episode 221 of Not Another Gaming Podcast. What is going on, gamers? I had to catch my breath there for a second. I'm going to be honest with you.
Understandable.
My mouth is all burnt. I don't know the passageway for the oxygen coming in and out of my body. It's not operating properly. Thanks to vegan cheese. Thanks, vegans.
Some would say hosting a podcast with a burnt mouth is even more impressive than the Jordan flu game.
Dude, if I would say this is more difficult than finishing a basketball game with 2 torn ACLs.
But I would say so. I have no argument here.
So I'm just saying, I put on for my team. Okay,
some might use the word hero. We won't, but some might.
Yeah. So if you want, call me a hero. Thanks. Anyway, welcome. We are live for episode 221 of Not Another Gaming Podcast. I'm your host tonight, Dr. Bob, and I'm here with my 2 lovely co-hosts, Chris, Dom. How you guys doing tonight?
You know, Bob, I'm doing phenomenal, and thank you so much for really pulling through for us tonight. I know that you're injured right now at the back, at the hands of a pizza roll with vegan cheese that did not melt properly. It was just, it was like a lava cake. As soon as you bite into it, it just exploded.
Dude, I would have had a better time taking a bite out of molten magma.
It sounds like that's what it was.
It was. That's exactly what it was.
But I'm doing good. Happy to be back in a great mood. You know, I know that a lot of times when we're on here, and I can't speak for all 3 of us, we all have our own weeks, but I'm feeling good this week. Last week was kind of a drag. It was a real tough week, but everything kind of fell into place this week. Work's been kind of smooth for the most part, and I'm just feeling good. Happy that tomorrow's Friday. Finally got over the big hangover from the weekend, which we will get into. But I'm doing good, and I'm happy to be here. It's Chris P, the tallest and the lankiest boy.
Love it. I would also like to second that. This has been not too bad week, and I've been feeling very productive recently. But we did have one fucking heater of a weekend.
Yeah.
I'm due for a heater of a weekend this weekend because I have to get my fucking second COVID vaccine tomorrow. Pray for me. But Dom, how you doing?
I'm doing pretty good. You know, the week was manageable. Last week was definitely way worse, and we definitely drank about it this past weekend, but we'll save that. But no, I'm doing pretty good. Just, you know, made one of the biggest impulse purchases I've ever made in my life. So that's fine. That feels pretty fucking good. And yeah, all in all,
tell the people what it is. Tell them what it is.
I'll save that for the weekend recap. I'll just kind of like roll into the early week. But I'm doing pretty good. You know, had some time to play some video games today. You know, spending lots of time with my dog. You know, I'm feeling good. And I have good feelings for this weekend. So, yeah, overall, doing all right.
Well, you know, as much as we look forward to this upcoming weekend, we still have to reflect on what happened this past weekend. And to be fair, I think it's going to take the collective memory of all 3 of us to figure out what actually happened this weekend, because I don't know. I don't know what happened Saturday night. I got fucked up, and that's I was hungover for 2 days.
I mean, to say it simply, things just escalated at a crazy pace.
Rapidly.
Yeah.
And before you knew it, it was just like midnight. I remember someone walked by me at the bar we were at. They go, "What's the matter with you?" I go, "I'm fucked up and I'm so tired. I just want to go home. My Uber's 30 minutes away. I just want to go home." And they just look at, I forget who it was. They just look at me. I go, "That's understandable," and just went outside. But it was fun. Like usually when we go out, like 'cause, we usually all have our own plans on the weekend. I feel like Dom and I kind of our schedules align a little bit more. So on the weekends, it's usually like, Dom, you want to go for a couple of drinks, grab dinner, and then that escalates. But now throw Bob into the equation. It was just a bender. It wasn't even a sneaky bender. It was all up in your face.
Yeah, there was no ifs, ands, or buts about it. I mean, it was. They were who we thought they were. That's
I was so against that night too. I remember at your house prior, I was like, "Yeah, like if you go there, I'm just gonna go home." And then a couple minutes into it, I was like, "So, when are we going?" His Dom's like, "Yeah, I knew it. You have no fucking backbone. I'm a slug."
Yeah.
Dude, myself and my best friend Mikey Wall, friend in real life, friend of the program, one of the fucking OGs from the original like 10 episodes.
Yep.
We went to Chris's new house to scope out the studio because he's going to build us a nice custom table for it. And we're like, "Mikey, so Dom wants to go out for booze later. Like, we should probably just go. We should probably just go. I don't really want to go to Stir, but if we end up going there, I guess." And then he was like, "Yeah, I don't know if I really want to drive like anywhere further than that. So if we have to, I guess we will." And Chris was like, "No, I'm gonna pause you there, guys. I'm not going. Okay, I'm fucking drawing the line in the sand. I'm not crossing it." And then he goes to Dom's later on, and he just treads right over that line.
Two shots.
Dude, he's dragging his toe through the sand, just fucking wiping that line right up.
I blame Dom.
Does it? I mean, listen. So, I'm gonna press the weekend recap button.
Damn, son, where'd you find this?
Please tell me, because I don't remember.
So this is how things unfolded. So last weekend, I think Chris and I went out last weekend, and I just so happened to be available this Saturday as well. And this is not always the case. Usually, I reserve the weekends for the wife, and we go do something, whatever, blah blah blah. She had some plans with her girls. Totally fine by me. I am more than capable of entertaining myself. So I threw it out to the group, and I says, "It just so happens that Saturday night, I'm all by my lonesome. So if you guys want to do something, yeah." So Chris was like, I might be around. We'll see. And Bob was like, "Yeah, I'm going to be around. Me and Mikey might be hanging out." And I was like, "Okay, all right." So we might have the makings of something great here because, like Chris was saying, our schedules tend to just align more frequently. However, when we add Bob into the mix, it's
no pun intended.
There is no. Wow. Yeah, when we get Bob in there, Bob is very much like he's like the Green Ranger. Like he wasn't in every episode of Power Rangers, but when you saw him come on the scene,
he was my favorite Ranger too.
Yeah, see, this is do I know you or do I know you? He was like the Green Ranger. Like he's not in every episode, but when you see him in there, you're like, oh shit! He brings the flute out, and fucking Bob comes out of the ocean and he's just starts knocking over beer towers. That's how you know it's going to be some shit is about to go down. And so the three of us ended up meeting up. Chris was being reluctant. He says, "Listen, I am not doing it." A very honorable, admirable show of defiance from Chris, who said, "I am not going to get too drunk tonight. I don't want to go out."
We saw through the whole. We saw it.
Oh yeah, it was.
Whole time.
Saw right through him. Yeah, I mean, you stretch Chris out thin enough anyway, you could see right through him anyway. But
all right, continue, please.
So Chris shows up at my house and he goes, "The Uber driver was playing techno the whole way up here. Did you pay him off?" And I was like, "No, but I got reggaeton greatest hits playing in my house. The dog's running around like crazy." And next thing you know, I'm like, I got exactly this many beers in my fridge, but I do have this new peanut butter whiskey. You want to do a couple shots? And he's like, if you're pouring them. So 2 of those later, and he's like, "Fine, when's the Uber getting here?" And I was like, 20 minutes. Let's go.
Well, That's who and you know that. I feel like it's pretty obvious at this point. Like, unless I'm like teeter-tottering on the edge of blackout, if you put a drink in front of me, I will have it. Like, it's just how it goes. Like, if Dom poured 2 shots, who am I to say no from that generous gift?
It's
that he just gave me?
disrespectful.
Exactly.
It's disrespectful.
Imagine going to your old Italian grandma's house and she offers you a little more pasta and you say no. She's heartbroken.
What's the matter? You don't like it?
Yeah.
Exactly.
Heartbroken.
What's the matter? You don't like it?
Instead of getting 1 cannoli, she gives you 3. Oh, you're not going to finish those?
Wait,
What's
so
wrong?
what is my cooking no good for you? That's exactly how I feel. If Chris was like, I didn't want to go, what's the matter? What are you, mad at me? What, you don't like me? What are we not friends? That's gonna be like the Italian mom in me, where I'll just be like, "What's the matter? You don't like it? You don't like hanging out with me?"
What I do?
Yeah,
yeah. What did I do?
We're not friends anymore. What the fuck did I do? I'm like, no, I just don't want to go out and drink. What's the matter? You don't like drinking with me anymore? That's it. But so
I'm sorry. What did I do something? Did I say something the last time we got drunk together? What's wrong?
Whatever I said, I apologize.
6 days ago? What did I do 6 days ago?
That's like the ultimate boyfriend. Like, I'm sorry. Like, I'm sorry for whatever I said that upset you. Like that type of thing.
Chris, you have anything to add to whatever the fuck we did on Saturday?
No, I mean that's pretty much it. Just snowball effect. Couple drinks turned into a hell of a night with the boys. The boydem. And it was fun, but I'll tell you again, I am not going to be doing that anytime soon. And by anytime soon, I mean I'll take like 2 weeks off from going there. I'll still drink this weekend, but I'm not going there.
I need like 9 times out of 10, because I'm always so fucking busy during the week. My weekends are always just like 1 day with the lady, 1.5 days of just chilling, just fucking unwinding. That's it. And then I haven't gone to a restaurant since this entire pandemic started. And when we left Chris's house, Mikey was like, "Oh, let's just go grab lunch." And I thought we were just going to go get something, take it back to his house, and then eat there. He was like, "Nah, fuck it. Let's just go to Border. Let's grab something to eat. You know, maybe start drinking." And I was like, "Dude, it's fucking like 1:30. Can we just wait a couple hours after we eat to start drinking?" and we go, and it was the first time I ever sat down in a restaurant in almost a year at this point. And I don't know, it just felt good to be in a semi-normal scenario. And then at that point, I was just like, all right, fuck it. Like, if we're gonna go out, I would like to experience this now. You know, it's been fucking 11 months. I'd like to fucking feel it. And we went out, and dude, it was like, it was such a lethargic feeling of just like, not lethargic, I can't even say nostalgic. Euphoric, I guess, is a decent word for it, but it was just such a good feeling of just like, it's not normal, but it's not nothing. You know what I'm saying?
It's something. It's a lot.
At least it's something.
I didn't want to go because, like, I'll just air it out now. I'm a little upset with Dom. I mean, might as well do it on the podcast, right? Like, ever since that dog came into your life,
cathartic.
Yeah, ever since that dog came into your life, you don't really hit me up anymore. Like, I've known you for 15 years. You've known that dog for maybe 4 months.
Listen, I just so happen to have somebody who, you know, always wants to hang out with me all the time, and he just happens to also live with me. So, for better or for worse, mostly for the better, you know, Miller's just a homie. And,
are you asking me to move in right now?
I mean, we have a guest room.
Imagine me, you and your wife living there, Miller.
I mean, it's basically the three of us basically lived together for the first, 2 months and 2 months prior to that, since you were helping us look for the place.
True.
Chris, how many times have you shit on Dom's floor?
Once, I think.
Did you at least clean it up yourself?
Of course I did, yeah.
All right, well, that's Dom. I think he makes a decent point.
Miller has not shit on my floor at all. He's never shit indoors. He's peed inside like 60,000 times, but
so collectively, we all lost a large lump sum of brain cells this weekend.
Yeah.
For the ridiculous, dude. I haven't been that fucked up in a long time, but I did play a bunch of video games, and when I say a bunch, I mean I played through and finished Super Seducer 3 this week. You played a little bit over the weekend. I don't fucking know.
If you get laid, it's like you did it.
Yeah, sure. Yeah, that's how you win. What else I play? I played a little more Valorant, but I'm gonna say this. I understand why so many people think Breath of the Wild is one of the greatest games ever created.
Oh, let's talk
I
about
get
it,
it.
baby.
I get it now. At first, I hate open world games. There's too much. There's just too many things to do. In my fucking mind, I have 32 other games I need to play. You know, I have a fucking battle pass I need to complete in 3 other games. I have leisure games that I like to play. But now I understand why people like Breath of the Wild so much. And I think it's because they perfectly nailed the rhythm and the pace that game plays out. Everywhere you go, it doesn't matter where you go, like any landmark you get to, all you have to do is pan like 90 degrees and you're going to see something off in the distance that you want to go explore.
Yes.
And they fucking nailed it. Every shrine you go to, if you do a 360, you'll see like a tower off in the distance that, oh, I should haven't activated that one yet. I'll go do that now. Then you get to the top of the tower, you look out, oh, there's 3 more shrines over there. And it's just every single time you hit that note, there's another note right afterwards. And I think they absolutely fucking crush that. And that's why I get it. If that game didn't have that, I wouldn't be able to do it because there's way too much shit. But the pacing of that game and the flow that game that you experience as you're playing through Breath of the Wild, it makes a lot of sense. I get it. I get it.
I think it was like Donkey that said it in his review. Like, you like most open world games, and I mean, you've probably said it on the podcast a million times, and specifically you even about like not having played Breath of the Wild yet, you were like, I'm terrified to even go near that game because I have to do everything that exists on the map.
Yep.
You know, like if there's like a node on the map, I need to hit it and I need to do every single thing before I go to the next thing, and I'll never finish it. I think it was Donkey that was saying, like, most open world games, it's like you have point A, you have point B, and like you'll probably have some fun in between the thing. But like Breath of the Wild doesn't have that. Point A,
it's in between.
Yes.
That's it. The whole thing is in between.
Point A is the opening credits, point B is the closing credits, and in between is the fucking entire mass of the game. Like the shrines are the bulk of the game, and there's a bajillion things in between. Like, exploring is the game because, like you said, from anywhere you can see everywhere, and everywhere has the bulk of the game. And it's this very subtle, like, orange, I haven't done that yet. Blue, I have done that yet. And it's time to go fucking paraglide over to that thing and do it. And it's like, oh, you can hop on, you know, you load up Breath of the Wild, and then it's like, bang. I could probably bang out 2 more shrines. I think there was like 2 near me the last time I booted up the game. And it's like one's 20 minutes, one maybe 25 minutes if it's like a tough puzzle. And that's it. And one of my favorite takes on the game of all time, I'm sorry, friend of the program, friend in real life, Johnny Rootbeer brought this up to me, was that like Breath of the Wild is low-key one of the best multiplayer games of all time because that game, like, is an incredible game to talk about with friends. It's like, oh, how did you do that shrine? And because there's multiple ways to do every puzzle in there. You know, the first person to tell me, like, with the ball puzzles, like, you can flip the switch upside down and do it like on the flat side of the like platform when you have the ball roll across. People that have played those puzzles know what I'm talking about. Everybody else is going to think I'm having a fucking stroke right now. But if you like, there's a little platform that you go, and instead of putting it through the maze, you can fucking flip the switch upside down, and it's flat.
Dude, it took me 2 hours.
Yeah.
It took me 2 fucking hours to figure out how to do that.
It's flat. Flat game,
you know how
baby.
you know how I did it? I rolled it all the way to the very last location. I flattened the whole thing out. I glided across. I stopped time on the ball, and I hit it a bunch of times to cross it.
Yeah. And this is exactly why this game is fucking beautiful, because it's like, you can do it accidentally. There's so many shrines that I just completed accidentally, and I was just like, oh. And Steve goes, Dom explained that just so he could say flat gang. Yeah, flat gang, baby. But, yeah, I mean, it's the best. It's just the best. And, yeah, I'm so glad that you're experiencing it finally, because you're one of the biggest Zelda guys that I know. And I'm just so glad that you're experiencing this for the first time, because it's one of those games that I wish I could just like hit my head hard enough to experience it for the first time.
So many people have told me that, You've told me that a dozen fucking times. And I get it. I completely understand it now. I have been playing this game every single night when I get in bed until my Switch dies. Every single night. And
Yeah.
that's like 3.5 hours because I bought my girlfriend a new Switch and I took her old Gen 1 Switch and it dies in like 3.5 hours. So the second I get off my computer and get into bed, I just start playing Breath of the Wild until it dies.
Yeah.
And dude, when I say, like, at some point in my life, I'm going to get a Legend of Zelda quarter sleeve. It's going to consist of probably 4 games, now 5. Ocarina of Time, Majora's Mask, which is 1A, 1B for the greatest Zelda games ever created. Now Breath of the Wild gets up there as 2. Twilight Princess is 3. And then Link
Skyward
Between
Sword.
Worlds. Yeah, not a fucking shot. Link Between Worlds is 4. And I plan on getting a quarter sleeve, mostly made up of Majora's Mask, because that's my favorite game in the franchise. But like, dude, I don't know. If I've been so against playing Breath of the Wild for the longest time because I didn't want it to taint my like perfect mindset of what a Zelda game is. And what a Zelda game is, in my opinion, was gameplay wise perfected in Twilight Princess. And like story wise perfected in Majora's Mask, also Ocarina of Time. But now, dude, it's so fucking. This is a whole new fucking world.
Mm-hmm.
So whenever Breath of the Wild 2 comes out,
yeah, that's like the big thing I've been hearing from people that have finished Breath of the Wild. So they want Breath of the Wild too. So as someone who was never really a big Zelda guy, I'm playing Breath of the Wild right now too, and it's part of my nightly routine. Where at like 9 o'clock I'll pop an edible. Within a half hour, 45, it'll start kicking in. I lay down in bed and I just play it until I get too tired and go to bed. And I don't know if I said this last week, but if I didn't, whatever, I don't care. I'm going to say it again. There was one night, probably, I think it was Sunday maybe, and I bought my nightly edible and I'm laying in bed and I was doing laundry at the same time. And I remember I was laying in bed and I was in some village on my way to, I think it was like one of the opening things where you have to carry the flame up to like the whatever.
Yep.
Hateno Village.
Yes. So when I was in there, I was like folding laundry at the same time. And there was this little jingle playing in the village that was hitting abnormally different. It was just so nice. And I just stayed in the one spot so it would just keep repeating it. And I was just vibing the fuck out folding laundry. It was great.
What is so your nightly routine is popping an edible and then playing. So my nightly routine recently for the past week, every single night, get off my computer, go do my preparatory bed stuff, floss, brush, gargle a little bit. Then I get in bed and I turn on some GTA RP and then I play through Breath of the Wild until my battery dies. But speaking of GTA RP, nailed it. Speaking of GTA RP, Chris, you want to talk about the state of Illinois trying to ban GTA because they claim it's causing violence in their city.
Yes.
And it's almost like we've never seen this before. It's almost like history totally didn't repeat itself from the 1990s with Mortal Kombat.
So, yeah, the long and short of it is Illinois, that looks like it should be pronounced Illinois. The Illinois lawmakers seeking the ban of GTA and other violent games because they're claiming that it's like the main story I saw was on Fox and they were tying it to an uptick in carjackings in Chicago. So one of the GTA RP streamers I watch, Anthony Z, plays Tony Corleone. He's from Chicago. So someone in his chat told me he was just like ripping into it the whole day. It's like everything happens in Chicago. Like cars get stolen every 15 minutes of the day. And now all of a sudden they want to like blame it on Grand Theft Auto, which is my livelihood. And then in the video that they're showing, they ended up showing a clip of No Pixel, and it was Chang Gang like robbing a car, getting chased by the cops, and that was part of the video. So that all got sent around. So I think it's just we'll never get away from people blaming things on video games. Things are going to continue to happen whether video games exist or not. But blaming carjackings on Grand Theft Auto, come on! And then in the video they showed little kids They're like, yeah, the people that were arrested were under 16 years old. Here's a video of them stealing a car. Like, okay. Who could, like, I wasn't doing that when I was 16. Like, people do different things. I grew up and someone stole a car out of my driveway. I didn't say to the cops, yeah, they must play Grand Theft Auto. That's why they stole it. No, they're just punks. It's going to happen everywhere. So, yeah, throw it to you guys. Fucking.
Can we take a look at history recently? What do you think, Dom? You might know the answer to this, but what do you think started all of this, Chris? And not just, and I'm talking like decades past. What do you think began all of this? I'm going to give you a fucking history lesson right now.
I mean, I don't know what you're looking for on my answer. What started, like, people blaming shit on video games?
On games. Not specifically video games.
I feel like Dom shot something.
Dom knows. Dom knows.
I don't know. Don't make me say that like a fucking dunce. Just tell me.
No. I'm not doing this. Look, 9 times out of 10, I parade you around and call you an idiot. I'm literally trying to give you a history lesson right now.
You almost said the word, though. You said dunce.
I almost said a dunce?
You said dunce. What? Think of other words other than dunce that begin with D-U-N.
Dunce, wait, what? That rhymes with dunce?
No. That begins with D-U-N.
I don't know if he knows.
I don't know. Help me out, please. Just fucking tell me.
Dungeons and Dragons.
Oh, yeah. Man.
Historically,
I thought we were talking about video games. Yeah.
Well, that's why I said not just video games, games. Historically, this began with Dungeons and Dragons, where the church had once said Dungeons and Dragons is the work of Satan, which we all can agree, maybe it was, because it's so fucking fun to play. But that was their stance on it. If you play Dungeons and Dragons, you're praising Satan, okay? That's where it started. It started with the church saying Dungeons and Dragons is fucking infesting our youth. Go up to the late 1980s, early 1990s. Guess what games come out? Mortal Kombat, the FMV schlocky B-movie horror game Night Trap. It all happens again. And now we're coming full fucking circle, 2021. Oh man, GTA, it's just influencing our kids. A game that's been out for fucking 12 years at this point. Now it's influencing our kids. So there's your history lesson, Chris. Dungeons and Dragons, Mortal Kombat, Night Trap, GTA 5.
Well, first of all, thank you. I was struggling hard on that one. But I feel like the GTA argument's been made so many times at this point. And like I played GTA when I was younger. I'm not robbing cars. You know, like I guess you can make that argument about that's the whole debate, right? That's always been the debate about video games causing violence and causing people to do stupid shit and all that. But yeah, I mean, it never hurt me, and it's infuriating that it just keeps popping up. And like my stance on the whole thing too is like watching Tony Corleone pretty much say, like, he was like talking to his wife, his fiance. He was like, yeah, they're trying to ban Grand Theft Auto again. She's like, again? But if you think about it, that's their livelihood. Like, they built their followings off GTA RP. What if they ban it? What if they ban the game? And he already said, he was like, I'll move. He was like, I'll get the fuck out of the state and just keep playing somewhere else. Imagine having to leave a state so you can keep playing a video game to keep your career on track.
Just the state is trying to ban the game? Yeah. So they're not trying to pass like legislature to prevent people in general from playing quote unquote violent video games. They're just saying in our state of Illinois, we don't want you playing this game.
That is my understanding, correct?
That is fucking bananas.
I mean, it's dumb.
Whatever. Hey, look at it this way. When we used to live in Massachusetts, the fucking governor there banned fucking flavored vapes. So,
yeah. I mean, just like Bob was saying, I mean, so this has started, I mean, decades ago, and people thought that, you know, if you played Dungeons and Dragons, you would be possessed by the devil, which, I mean, hey, who among us, right? Hand up.
Who's to say?
Yeah, who's to say? But, and then, I mean, every, like, decade, there's a new thing that's going to get blamed for kids doing things that they shouldn't, instead of, like, I don't know, the people that raised them getting, you know, held account. But again,
who's to say?
We did like an emote of us like this.
Yeah.
Who's to say?
Who's to say?
Like
Dude,
a little-
I'm almost positive. Q it tells us all the time. He's like, you guys have to check to see if you have more emotes available because I'm pretty sure
we probably have like 4 or 5 more.
Who's to say?
Who's to say?
Who's to say?
So, like, there's always going to be an excuse. There's always going to be a scapegoat, and you know, it's funny to me because like GTA 5 came out fucking 10 years ago.
Yeah.
So it's like it's just getting banned now. People are like, wait a minute, and you know, when did Grand Theft Auto 3 come out? Like 04? 03? 99?
At a time I wasn't able to buy it. That's all I know.
Somebody
2001.
2001, right? So this game, so Grand Theft Auto, the concept of Grand Theft Auto has been out for almost 20 years. 20 years, basically. 2 decades. 20 years,
Well,
right?
The two before that were almost more violent.
Right. So 20 fucking years, 2 decades, right? And then people in Illinois are going, hold on just a minute. Whoa. You could run people over in this game? And this just came out. This is brand new. There's never been a game like this before. Oh, this is turning our people into murderers. Woo! Ban it. It's been out. Fucking GTA 5 been out for 10 years. Grand Theft Auto 3, like the modern GTA series, has been around for 2 decades. And it's like, this is the most fucking outdated shit. And the fact that people are... It's funny because the majority of people that are probably watching GTA 5 on Twitch are watching people as taxi drivers and fucking Amazon delivery guys on Grand Theft Auto, not even killing anybody, going, hey, here's your package, sir, named Giuseppe Stromboli or whatever the fuck their name is. And they're getting...
Hold on, wait, Stromboli. That fits for Illinois.
Fitting.
Saying.
It does. It's
Stromboli.
big brain. Yeah, no, I know that GTA as a series came out in the 90s, but like nobody really, like, it wasn't getting that much like national attention until GTA 3 when it was getting really real. But like the fact that this is a series, a concept basically, it's over 2 decades old, and we're still being like, whoa, hold on a second now. We gotta ban this shit. Like, it already came out 10 years ago. Anybody that wanted to play GTA 5 has already played it.
Yeah.
There's nobody who, like, this is like, you know, I wasn't, like, I was born yesterday, but I wasn't, like, or like, I wasn't born yesterday, but like, you know, there's nobody who, like, just turned 18 who was like, finally, I can play fucking GTA 5. If you wanted to play GTA 5, you would have played it already.
Yeah.
If you wanted to go to the Platinum Unicorn or whatever the fucking strip club is in GTA 5 or Vice City, you would have did it already.
Unicorn. Yeah.
What is it?
I think it's Rainbow Unicorn at the
Right.
GTA 5.
So if you wanted to go to the con, you would have did it already.
Bro, I had my grandma buy me Grand Theft Auto Vice City when I was 10. I called her. I go, hey, Nanny, there's this new... I'm not feeling too well. I'm going to stay home from school. Okay, do you need anything? I was like, yeah, a video game would be great. Me being young didn't think $50 was like a big deal to my poor grandma who wasn't working. And she was like, oh, yeah, what's it all about? I think I told her the game's like you're a taxi driver or something like that. And she ended up buying me Vice City. And I would play at her house. And then, like, as soon as my dad would show up, I would have to shut it off and hide the case and everything. So, in short, if you want to play a game, you'll play it. It doesn't matter. And it's been a top-selling game for the past decade. You know about the game. You've known about the game. And maybe there is a new influx of people just due to the uptick in role-playing and shit like that. But, like, the ship has already sailed. You already know what the game is. You've already played one. There's no one picking up GTA 5 being the first Grand Theft Auto they've ever played. But maybe I'm wrong. Who am I to say?
You're not wrong. But who's to say?
Who's to say?
Who's to say?
Who's to say?
Who's to say? But you're not wrong because these games are fucking everywhere now. There's already... It was like people were flipping the fuck out when it was just Grand Theft Auto 3. And, like, this was a newer concept. But... Who's to say? And also, every game has done this now. There's been a Simpsons game that's ripped it off. There's been a fucking everything has done like the GTA formula, and there's so much out there now. And if GTA 5, a game that came out a decade ago, is the biggest of worries for the Illinois legislature, then, buddy, do I have some games to tell you about But yeah, just
I do want to throw this is a curveball. It has nothing to do with the GTA talk, but if you've been on Twitter within the past 2 hours, 100 Thieves Frosty asked Nate Shot how many retweets it would take for him to get sexist temporary gaming is forever tattooed on him. Nate Shot said 100,000. Within 2 hours, Frosty has gotten that 100,000 retweets. And now Nate Shot has responded saying 1 million retweets in 24 hours, and you pick where it goes on my body. Face is excluded.
That's fucking.
that is going to go
what if it was,
directly on his fucking neck.
Yeah.
I was gonna say neck. Like, I don't know. I would say. Ugh.
And then we have Doug, Modern Warzone, who's in here right now that responds to it. Let's make him put it on his shaft, guys. Oh boy, Doug.
Oh shit,
It already has 9,000 retweets, and that was 16 minutes ago.
dude, that's fucking ridiculous. I don't know. Whatever. Look, but I get no transition for this because that came out of fucking nowhere. Because I didn't think he was going to get 100,000 fucking 2 hours.
In 2 hours.
Anyway, let's talk about. So last week we briefly discussed the Nintendo Direct that, of course, all of us were let down by. Dom, you want to talk about BlizzCon? And I put up a video of my live reactions for the State of Play today. Bo's in chat. Sorry, Bo, that I was completely underwhelmed by almost everything. Not for Deathloop, by the way. Not for Deathloop, because in the video, you'll see it. I said, that fucking trailer was so good. Fully sold on a game that I wasn't completely sold on before. Watch the fucking trailer for that. It's mwah, chef's kiss. Mwah, perfect. However, the rest of that fucking State of Play was hot garbage.
Yeah,
sorry.
I want that's all good. I wanted to watch it. Obviously, when all those come on, I want to watch it, cover it on Twitter and all that shit. Within 15 minutes, I shut it off. I shut it off and I go, honestly, if anything big gets tweeted, I don't even care about being the first one with it. It is what it is. Like, I'll just watch other people's pages and see what they post. If anything good pops up, I posted nothing about it. Not one thing about State of Play. Not one thing.
So the problem that I ran into it, which I thought was the biggest letdown, was we got 9 games that we already knew about in one new Kung Fu game from the creators of Absolver, which looked fucking cool. Sifu looked like an awesome fucking game, but that was the only new game that we saw. Everything else was a game that we already knew existed. We already knew was being worked on. We've already gotten a bunch of information about, but a couple others we got like new sizzle reels, new trailers for. In a State of Play, I feel like you need to give more than one new game, a game that is from, honestly, from a team that released a game that I feel like not many people know about. I feel like, do you guys know what Absolver is?
No.
Yeah.
Okay, Absolver was like a co-op, not a co-op, a multiplayer, like, imagine For Honor, but without weapons. And you just go into a map and you fight people, and that's kind of what it is. The only new game that we saw was from them, and it's that same formula, except without the multiplayer, and it's more of a story focus. Everything else was just stuff that we already saw.
Yeah. Well, allegedly, like 2 days ago, State of Play leaked on what they were supposed to like actually announce. I'll try to find the list. I don't know it off the top of my head right now, but I wonder if that had anything to do with like packing it with filler. And this might be me being naive because I bet there's there's obviously a lot of work that goes into it, but I wonder if anything on that was accurate because I don't think any of it actually showed up.
I would need to see that leak. If you have the link, send it to me and I'll tell you.
Let me try to find it.
So I just posted a blog on wickedgoodgaming.com, which you can check out, which is a quick rundown of the last couple announcements that we've had from Nintendo and Sony, and basically how like the bar is now on the fucking floor for Microsoft. It's on the floor. Like they can just walk over, Phil Spencer can just do a little boop right over it, and it's gonna be, and we all fucking erupt in applause. Here's the thing: is we already talked about Nintendo Direct last week. I already got the poison out. The bad vibes are out of my head. There's a Pokemon Direct tomorrow morning. They're going to announce Diamond and Pearl remakes. They're not going to announce more DLC to complete the Pokedex and Pokemon Sword and Shield, which is going to drive me up a fucking wall. However, it's okay. We can pay $60 for a new game to fill the Sinnoh portion of the Pokedex instead of just paying $20 for a new expansion, or just paying $60 once to have the full Pokedex in a game that's all about collecting all of a certain creature. I digress. Sony's presentation stunk. It fucking stunk. If you look at my blog, I'm gonna pull the blog up real quick. I'm not gonna like share my screen. I do that enough during the fucking week. I'm just got blinded right now because of the
flashbang out.
Just got literally just flashbanged. Okay, so let's look at what Sony gave us. Right, updates for the following games that already exist: Crash 4, Final Fantasy 7. New info on the following games that we already knew about: Returnal, Knockout City, Solar Ash, Oddworld Soulstorm, Kenna, Bridge of Spirits, Deathloop, and Five Nights at Freddy's 2. New games: Sifu.
Sifu. That's it. That's one.
That's it.
Never been a fan of seafood.
It's seafood. It's just like in Austin Powers when he was like, what's her name? Felicity Shagwell is like, well, what if I want to, like go back to, the 80s or whatever and live through the 80s? And he was like, I've been there. I've seen it. It's not much to talk about. There was an oil spill and a flock of seagulls. That's about it.
Yeah.
That's exactly it. If somebody at work, and like I've got a couple buddies at work that will ask me about video game stuff and be like, oh, is there anything new that I need to worry about? And these are very like casual gaming guys. I'll be like, well, last week Nintendo announced 1,000 JRPGs, Mario Golf, and Splatoon 3. And today...
And 20 games from the 80s coming to Switch.
Yeah. And today, Sony announced Sifu. And, that like at least with BlizzCon last week, we already knew it was coming. It's like Blizzard has this nice little niche where they already know that we know what they want to, like what they're going to talk about. They're going to talk about a new WoW expansion. They're going to talk about the next Diablo. They're going to talk about some updates to Heroes of the Storm and Hearthstone. And they're not going to talk about StarCraft at all because they forgot that they own that game. Really easy stuff. Very nice, easy, fucking smooth presentations. And I thought the new WoW update looks fucking great. I thought the Diablo 4 cinematic for the Rogue class looks fucking amazing. And this is from somebody who's played a Rogue in every role-playing game he's ever played. I'm a very harsh critic, but it was awesome. And BlizzCon, all in all, was exactly what it was supposed to be. They didn't blow me away. They didn't fucking surprise me with anything, but that's fine. That's fucking fine. At least nobody got on stage and was like, well, you guys have cell phones, right? If they announced a fucking WoW expansion that was exclusively for tablets, I would have broken my laptop over my knee and frisbeed it out onto the main street. But they didn't do that. They played it safe. They did exactly what they needed to do. Everything else that we've seen in the last couple of weeks, make no mistake about it, has been incredibly disappointing. And all Microsoft needs to do is come through. Let's get a nice fucking multiplayer vignette for a space marine themed shooter that I'm not even going to talk about because it doesn't exist yet. You get a nice little fucking, get one of the top esports teams in the game to announce a league like CDL or like Overwatch League for Halo, and then show us Gears 6. Announce that you acquired another major studio because you're going to do that anyway, and then just be like, just fuck it, just so Phil Spencer can put his fucking ball bag on the table and just be like, and Xbox Game Pass is going to Switch. Fuck it.
Imagine the world would fucking burn.
I'm just saying, Xbox Game Pass is going to Switch. Fuck it, fine, idiots. Go ahead and take
it.
Fine. I don't give a fuck.
I just want to look at the games that you put up in the blog, which you could find at Wicked Good Gaming, and it also links to my video at youtube.com/Wicked Good Gaming. Crash 4. Already knew it was coming. Whatever, it doesn't really matter. Final Fantasy 7 coming to PlayStation 5, both of them. Congratulations. There's a little expansion that, like, honestly, I saw on Twitter divided the fan base significantly, where fans of the franchise are like, oh man, I can't wait to play more Final Fantasy VII Remake with an additional chapter. And then the others are like, man, what the fuck is this? Like, just give us Final Fantasy VII Remake Chapter 2 or put the whole thing together and then release it. You know, very, very divisive. Returnal, again, I don't know. That name, it fucking kills me. Knockout City, not my cup of tea. If they get the mechanics right, it'll be interesting. Solar Ash also looks kind of interesting. Oddworld, not my cup of tea. Kenna Bridge of Spirits, that game sells me every time I see it. Same thing with Deathloop. Every trailer I've seen for Kenna Bridge of Spirits and Deathloop, it just sells me more. And they were saying the email that team sent out an email following the showcase. Apparently they worked on the Majora's Mask YouTube short, and that's what it was reminding me of. It was reminding me of Majora's Mask, and it fucking clicked with me. And then, like I said in the video, the way that they stitched together the Deathloop trailer, it was a legitimate piece of art. Like, that's how good that trailer is. And that's a game that I wasn't completely sold on beforehand. And then I saw that trailer, and that trailer was just like, holy shit. If this is the work that's being put into the trailer, what the fuck is happening with the game?
Yeah.
Because that's how good it was.
Dude, those like short like videos that they post, like building lore within characters, like my mind automatically goes to Overwatch, who did a phenomenal job with doing those. Those like I've cried during some of those. Like they were so fucking good. If you can do like, there's so many games that could benefit from that. Like even if it's not the most well accepted game, like it doesn't look too good on the surface, yada yada. As Dom, as like a lore guy, if you were to take those characters and actually give them short stories on YouTube to like actually build a connection towards them, I feel like it could turn a lot of people to actually play a game or actually try to enjoy it. Because those are huge. Like that's one of the big reasons I got so into Overwatch for that short amount of time. Dead game now. But when I was really into it, I remember I used to get so excited when they would pop up. And I think Apex Legends is doing a phenomenal job with that, building their whole story. Like one of the new Legends comes from like back in the day, something happened to her dad and she was a little girl. Like a lot of it gets tied together. But you just learn to grow an appreciation towards a game that you might not play in the first place by just shit that you can knock out of the park with those short videos.
Yeah.
The last two games that were on that list, Five Nights at Freddy's, the security breach game. I'm gonna be honest, looks pretty good for a horror game of that like art style. Looks pretty good. And then Sifu, which I've said a couple of times already, looks really good, but that was the only new game that we saw. So in that leak that Chris sent me, only 3 of those games were shown. Oddworld, Soulstorm, Returnal, and then Five Nights at Freddy's, which looked pretty good. But like
people that like Five Nights at Freddy's love Five Nights at Freddy's.
Yeah, that's a whole fucking generation.
Children.
That is a generational thing. But this game is switching up the whole like gameplay mechanics, and it's making it like an actual exploration horror game where you have to like get through mazes and shit. But yeah, man, if you're gonna do a showcase, and at the end of that showcase, it just immediately cut, and it was like, "Thank you for watching," and I was like, "Wait, what? What the fuck?" It was literally 30 minutes on the dot, or 5 minutes on the dot, or some shit like that, and it was just. And here is what was the last game even showed? Like Five Nights at Freddy's, maybe? I don't remember. What was it?
You got to wind the people down a little bit. You know what I mean? You can't just cut it off. It's like just pulling the plug on the treadmill when you're running on it.
It was Final Fantasy. That was it. That was the last thing. And it's like, dude, that's a game that's been out for 2 years. I get it. Yeah, sure. It's coming to PlayStation 5. We all knew that. Like, oh, wait, there's another chapter? Whatever, dude. I don't fucking know. Ugh, what a fucking letdown.
Yeah.
Stupid.
I hate it too, because I look forward to those. Like, I forget I think it was last year's State of Play that we all watched it together and recorded it. And it was like electric because when games would pop up, we'd all get super excited. They opened up with Spider-Man and we got like all fired up. So you expect those like big wow moments, and when you don't get them, it just kind of drags on.
You guys want to do a quick Zoltan Bob's Guess My Game, and then we'll get into voicemails?
Yes.
Oh, yeah.
Zoltan is here to give you the wisdom.
Oh, shit. The Notebook is coming out.
Yes, my Magic Legends notebook that we got at PAX last year.
I think
Did I use this all? I use it all the time.
What color did you get?
Brown.
JB,
thank you for the sub.
Thanks, JB.
There's 19 months, huh? My man.
Eh?
Starting to get into that like type of interval where like people will tell you like, "Oh, my kid's 19 months old." Just tell me like a year and a half. You know?
Yeah.
Tell me he's almost 2 years old.
I hate that shit. Oh, how old is he? He's 14 months. All right, so he's a year old.
Yeah. Yeah.
You guys ready?
Yes.
Yep.
So, for those who do not know, I am Zoltan Bob, and we're going to be playing this game called Zoltan Bob's Guess My Game. Now, how we play it is, I, Zoltan Bob, have a game up here in my 200 IQ 5-head. My two lovely co-hosts have 20 yes or no questions to determine what game it is that I'm thinking of. It's just that simple. So, whenever you guys are ready, have at it.
Let me kick this motherfucker off, Dom. Was this game released after the year 2004?
Yes.
W, this is so fucking easy. Win.
Do you play as a human in this game?
That does wonders, Dom.
Yes. Yes.
All right.
Yeah, so I'm assuming some sort of a zombie because you can consider that a human. Is shooting a primary mechanic in this game?
No, but there is a mechanic. I suppose. Yeah, it's a very subtle. It's a very subtle mechanic.
I'm sorry. Is it? You said this was after 2004?
Correct.
Okay.
Please do not get hung up on the shooting mechanic.
After 2004, players are.
And to clarify, you can play as a human.
Okay. Okay.
Okay. Do you? Is this game third person?
Yes. Well, no. I'm gonna say actually no. It's not. No. No.
Is
Something
this
tells me... No, go ahead.
No, think out loud. Believe me, I'm going to need you. You can think out loud.
Go. No, you go.
No, you have to talk before I talk. Fuck. Is this a console exclusive game?
No. That's 5.
Okay. Does this game have multiplayer?
Yes.
All right.
Good question, Dom. I would ask the same thing. Trying to think of. Should we ask what type of game it is?
You could.
It's a great idea. Don't let me sway you, though.
Is this a? It's not a shooter. I can't. Role playing game.
Yes. There are role playing elements in this game.
Okay.
Let's see. Okay, so there's role playing elements. It's multiplayer though. It's not third person.
It's definitely a role playing game.
Okay, it is definitely a role playing game. Just like Cameo Elements of Power.
Don't fucking do this.
You can play as a human. Okay, so this is going to be a kind of a convoluted question, but I'm going to ask you this anyway. So, even if you're playing, how do I want to phrase this? If you're playing single player, or wait, does this game have like drop in, drop out co-op?
I gotta check.
Okay, so
Great
let me
question.
ask you this: is the multiplayer? Is there competitive multiplayer in this game?
I don't believe so.
So you said
And
you
for what I'm looking at, these are fucking. This is a Reddit forum that says it is seamless drop in and drop out, but then other shit posters on Reddit are saying, no, I don't have a fucking. I can't.
Seamless is like subjective, though.
Yeah, I know. So congratulations, you got 2 questions for 1.
nice, good job, Dom. All right, so you said you can play as a human. So the main character, is it in a sidekick role?
Rephrase that.
The main character, are you a sidekick to the human that you can play as?
No. I need to know what game you're thinking of right now.
I'm not going to say it yet.
Okay.
Let's see. Okay, so you can play as a human. It's not third person. Okay, so the way you said it's not third person makes me think that it's not first person either. Is this like an isometric type game?
No. Well, now I have to find the exact fucking definition of isometric.
Okay, so let me put it to you this way, because you've played it. So like WoW, I wouldn't say.
How do you know that I played it?
Well, no, I'm saying like I'm using WoW as an example. Like WoW is like a third person game to me, but you can also like have the camera overhead. You can like fucking whirl it around. Like you can basically have it like as close or as far away from the shoulder. Like you could have that as isometric too. Is it more like kind of that type of perspective?
Yeah, we can go with that.
Okay, so it's kind of like a free camera type. I don't know. I just want to get an idea of it. All right, feel free to use that. Okay, so this game is multiplayer. It's not third person, but it's more of like a kind of like a free camera type deal. It's got RPG elements. Is this game part of a series?
Yes.
You can run with it if you want, Dom.
Is this game like based off a license?
No.
It's not console exclusive. It's not based on a license. It's part of a series. It's got RPG elements. There's multiplayer.
It is an RPG. We'll just go with it's an RPG.
Good luck, King.
You don't have fucking anything else to contribute?
No, last question I asked is if you were a fucking sidekick.
Again, I have no fucking clue what that even references.
Chris is going to be riding the pine for the next fucking 20 Zoltan Bob Guess My Games.
I mean, yeah, you acting like I contribute at all during
you're leaving
these.
me on an island here.
Well, that's where you come alive, Dom. Diamonds, coal under pressure. What's that make? Diamonds.
Oh my god. Chris
Become a diamond. Diamond hands, baby. Hold the line, Dom.
Chris is going to be a fuck. We're sending Chris a AAA.
No, not the car company, Chris.
No, yeah, we're doing that too. We're sending them to work there, work the desk. He's going to be doing Doug Dagnevis Guess My Game. Okay. Let me like do like a little mental recuperation here. Where am I at? Like 12, 15 questions?
Yeah. 12.
12. Okay. It's Fonzie says, hi, dads, with tier 1
2
sub.
months.
Thank you so much for the 2-month sub. That's
Hey,
little
thanks,
hi,
dog.
dad soup.
Hi, Dad
Ooh,
soup.
that could be another emoji. Hi, dad soup. Okay.
I like it.
After 2004, you play as a human. Shooting is in it, but not a mechanic. You can play as a human. Has multiplayer. It's not third person. What did we say? Is this not a console exclusive?
No.
It's not a
Not
console exclusive. You think there's zombies in the game, Dom?
Is this... I'm trying to think about this. Not a sidekick? Was that it? It's not a sidekick? Because that would eliminate a game that I was thinking of.
That's why I asked it.
All right, ask a question, Chris.
Oh
give
my
you the
god!
ball.
All right,
Feed me the ball.
I'm just gonna go with the question I just went to go ask you, but you didn't give me an answer, so I'm just gonna go with it. Bob, are there zombies in this game?
Yeah.
Come on, now.
All right, okay. Let's ride. Let's
Turn
ride
me
the
up.
hot hand. Let's ride the hot hand. Go ahead. Ask another one.
Oh,
Where are you going with this?
I don't know where I'm going with that. I
For
was
the
thinking
love
of
of fuck.
I was thinking of zombies. Fuck. It's kind of tough to think about a game that like shooting's not a primary mechanic, but there's zombies. I kind of just said that to try to act like I was contributing. In reality, I just fucked myself.
Congratulations, you're contributing. Contribute more.
Is it? Is this a game that you can still buy on Steam?
Yes. No. No, actually, no. I have to double check, but no.
I cooled off, Tom. All you.
Jesus Christ.
I mean, I just ripped 2 in a row, 2 bangers of questions.
I mean, it was like one decent one. See, Doug, I have to double check, but no.
No, Diablo 3 is not. It's not on Steam. I needed to 100% confirm it though.
Wait.
Fuck.
Is the game Diablo 3?
Fuck. Yes.
I'm
God
so
damn
good
it.
at this game, bro. Get good.
I thought we were on like one of the last questions, and I looked back down, and we weren't. Fuck.
Wow.
Easy money.
Wow.
It's Diablo 3.
Wow.
See what my questions do, Dom? I'm in his head.
You put him in a
like,
fucking pretzel.
Yeah, I did. I had him in the finger pulling
Wow.
leg walk. Right there. No,
Oh my god, you had him in the fucking crippler crossface like that, Bob. Like,
Dude, there were so many fucking dumb questions. There were so many dumb questions that I'm fucking opening up tabs, double checking everything, and then I looked down and I was like, huh, we're on like 19. No, we're on like 14.
wow.
W.
Hey, congratulations, guys, you got it. It was
The
Diablo
answer
3.
was Diablo.
No, Diablo 3 isn't on Steam anymore.
It's not because it's on the fucking Blizzard launcher.
Yeah.
Wow. I have never seen anything like it in my life. Chris just had Bob in the figure 4 leg lock. And he just goes, it's on Diablo 3.
Bob's brain was firing in different places.
I've never experienced that many dumb questions in a row.
Hey,
Let me
that's
just-
part of the plan.
You got
You
me. You fucked
It
my
was
head up.
exactly, it's just the second Austin Powers reference of this podcast when Austin Powers is asking Mustafa 3 questions. And he's like, damn it, 3 times. He's in a secret volcano layer.
Reggie, the game was Diablo 3.
Yeah, call up Chris. Right now, start Chris now at every week start in the flex. Put Chris in the flex every week.
It's also been it's been a little bit since we did a Zoltan Bob's Guess My Game. I'm a little rusty.
Wow.
So
It's usually not that quick, honey. It's been a
Chris,
while.
what was the game you were thinking of for the fucking sidekick?
I wasn't thinking of any. I just guessed it.
There was a few questions there that I thought we were going to do Jack and Daxter. But then when you said it wasn't a sidekick, I mean...
Bob, you have to understand, a lot of my questions...
420 bits.
Hey, thank you, JB.
Weed.
Bob, a lot of my questions aren't to help myself. They're to help Dom. Because I know Dom's like bringing it home.
You confuse him more than you confuse me.
I don't know.
There's been
The
times.
win loss column might say otherwise. I mean, Dom, I feel like I help out. That 2004 question crushes every time.
It's a good opener.
Yeah. No. What the beef?
Well, whoops. Dude, I have fucking 7 Diablo 3 tabs pulled up, trying to answer all of fucking Chris's stupid questions. And then I looked down. I thought we were almost done.
Chris had you in a fucking a triangle choke.
The guillotine.
Dude, all of the brain cells I lost on Saturday, I think I lost more.
Chris,
from doing
I'm
this.
just gonna have to we're gonna have to Photoshop Chris like Kurt Angle in the ankle lock. And Bob's like going for the rope like this, and it's like Diablo 3's on fucking Steam. Just
Bob, you losing brain cells with that and last weekend, what's the common denominator? Being in my presence.
Yeah, it's awful.
In short, I make people dumber.
Yeah, fuck. Oh my god. Whatever, dude. Congratulations, you guys won. You guys did so great. Would you have ever gotten to Diablo 3 though?
I don't know.
We're on like 15.
It honestly would have. I mean, if we were on 15, it honestly would have depended. Who knows what the future would have held? Who knows? If he said, you know, if you had said no, it's not on Steam, that threw me because you were like, because it was after 2004, and if it was not on Steam, then it's like, what the fuck? Like fucking Freedom Force is on Steam, and that came out like 03 or something like that. Mm-hmm. So that would have definitely fired some of the neurons there, but who knows? I mean, it would, like, you know, and if it's not on Steam, it's not going to be on Epic. So what's going to be on?
Well, that's why my brain would have went. Like, if it came off of Steam, I would have thought they had their own launches. So my brain would have went to games on different launches. Yeah, Steam's coming out of my ears.
Steam is fucking drip. I have fucking brain cells dripping out of my ears right now.
Oh Lord.
Well, you guys did great. Whoops. We'll just go ahead and say that.
We need the whiff whistle. Just
do we have any voicemails? I mean,
yeah, do we have
boy,
voicemails?
oh boy, do we ever.
Need advice? Pick up that phone.
Sea-Dog already put you on blast. No, Diablo 3 is not on Steam. Is it Diablo 3?
Somebody throw the damn towel!
Dude, I need to get in fucking bed and play Breath of the Wild till I pass out. Yeah. That's what I need.
Listen, we'll get there. So WGG Internet Dad Sauce Line 617-701-7678 every week. Every single week we hit you with another round of voicemails. So leave us a voicemail at 617-701-7678 because as long as we don't get TOS, we'll listen and react to it live on the show, the WGG Internet Dad Sauce Line. And listen, we got voicemails and we're here to listen to them with you. Here we go. It is time for voicemail number 1. First caller, what do you got?
WGG, it's CDog209. Long time, no speak. What's going on, guys? I had a quick thought, and obviously it happens to be because of the recent events that's going on with Disney. Disney is just having a hell of a week. But do you think there's any future possibility of any other franchises, specifically for gaming franchises, that will kind of be in this cause of, well, if someone who's a voice actor or someone who's a specific leader that says something has to either make a decision on keeping or letting go of a specific person that's part of a project, part of a franchise, does that ruin the franchise? Do you think this is going to be a future issue? What do you think of, like, the greater idea of, should we continue to monitor this, or is this something that people can just say what they want and then, you know, you have to deal with it as a fan base? I don't know. There's a lot of thought to it, specifically, obviously, with Disney and Star Wars. So hopefully we can find a decision soon, or maybe we just, I don't know, we just keep talking about it forever and ever. All right, guys. Peace.
Good question.
Yeah,
it's specifically really he's relating to Gina Carano being fired from The Mandalorian for pretty insensitive tweets.
Yeah,
but This is actually a very good question because stuff like this has been ongoing for several years. I don't watch anime, but my friend that does watch anime explained to me a whole debacle with one of the most prolific anime voice actors, Vic Mignogna, and there was a bunch of shit going on with him, Funimation, how he got kicked off of a bunch of contracts, and this has been ongoing for maybe about 2 years now. So this isn't the Gina Carano firing isn't the first time this has ever happened. This has been ongoing for probably a while. When it comes to video games, to be honest, like there are a lot of voice actors out there. I don't believe that companies are some companies are just not fully, glued in place with their cast. Look at what they did with Spider-Man, with the PlayStation 5 Spider-Man update. Instead of having the original character for the PlayStation 4 version, they updated it to look more like
Tom
who's the
Holland.
fucking guy? Tom Holland. Like you're not married to a design, you're not married to a voice when it comes to video games. You're married to the game itself. So
I'm
if you
married
need
to the game.
yeah, Chris married, whatever. Dear God. So if a company needs to cut ties with someone that they believe is problematic, I get it. It makes sense. If it's if that person is going to negatively affect their company, I understand why they would like to cut ties. However, if it comes to like when there are legalities at play, say if she was on a contract that she could, I don't know, like go against, say if she could take it to court and go against it, I don't think it's fair to just cut that contract immediately. I think there should be a legal process behind it, which is what's going on, as my friend who watches anime tells me, with Vic Mignogna.
Yeah, it's good.
No, Chris, go ahead.
No, please.
I probably have more to say on it, so go ahead.
Yeah, no. So mine's pretty short and to the point. I think if you work for someone's product, let's for the sake of the story say a TV show, right, and someone that's casted to be a character on said TV show says controversial shit, I think you have every right to cut ties with them. At the end of the day, they represent, like, when people see them on your TV show, they're going to think of what they said, and in return it like bleeds into kind of how people see your show. I think when it comes into like the video game realm of things, which I think I might have understood the question wrong, but when it comes to like esports players and organizations, there's plenty of contracts in place. And we've seen countless times where someone has tweeted something that they shouldn't have tweeted or said something that they shouldn't have said on stream and get cut from the team the next day or cut from the organization the next day. But on the opposite end of things, we've seen cases where people have said controversial shit and shit that they should not say, and the team has kept them and just kind of put out an apology. I think it's to each his own when it comes to me. I think there's another clear distinction that we need to make. I think there's also scenarios in which one person says another person did or said controversial shit, and then that person gets canned, which is what I've been talking about, which is like,
I mean,
we're in the generation of cancel culture. Anybody can say somebody did anything, and that's why I think that there should be a due process involved with a lot of these things. Yeah. However, I completely understand why Disney did what they did.
Yeah, I mean, there's two different situations like that we're talking about, right? Like there's like, the Gina Carano stuff, which is like exactly what Chris is saying. I was saying this to John. I was saying this in friend of the program, friend of real life, Johnny Rootbeer. I liked Gina Carano in the Mandalorian. I still do, and I still really liked Cara Dune as a character. I liked her a lot. And I'm sad to see that she's not going to be in the show or on that property moving forward. It seemed as though they even set up a fucking whole spinoff for her with Rangers of the New Republic, I think was what it was called. They literally fucking teased that in like the last 2-3 episodes of The Mandalorian. The New Republic officer fucking slides the badge across the table, and that badge was the fucking logo of the show, Rangers of the New Republic. They probably would have had her as the marquee star on the show. And just like Chris was saying, I mean, anybody who's worked for anybody, you have to know, I mean, as somebody that's worked for one of the biggest companies in the world before, you have to know that what you say is going to have to be under a microscope. And as somebody who has worked for one of the biggest companies in the world and one of the lowest visibility roles in the world, like, what you say is going to be under a microscope. What you say is going to matter. And what you say is going to immediately come down on the company that you work for. So if you work for Disney, probably one of, if not the biggest company in the world, it doesn't matter what people think, because what you say is going to be seen by bajillions of people. And all you need to do is keep your fucking takes to yourself. That's it. That's all you gotta do. And for like the first, like Gina Carano, it was not like one thing that she said that it was like, boom, you're canceled. Like fucking flip a light switch, see you later. There was a couple of different things that I thought was kind of like her like tempting fate, and she was still on there. Like by the time season 2 rolled around, there was multiple things that she had said that had like rubbed people the wrong way, and had her like kind of under the microscope. And I'm sure she was probably on thin ice regardless. And there was a couple other comments that she made that led to the ultimate kind of firing. And I don't think, she wasn't fired for being aligned a certain way politically. She wasn't aligned for being supportive of a specific person. She was fired because she was making some pretty dumb fucking comments and like just being very brazen about it as though she was untouchable. However, I had watched a little bit of an interview that a couple of interviews that she had given, giving her side of the story, which I think is important. I think, again, like Bob said, there should be due process in everything. Saying that things didn't unfold exactly the way that it had seemed, and like there was unrealistic expectations set by her publicist or by Disney or whatever, like to apologize in certain ways that she wasn't comfortable with, and it was just a whole fucking thing, and it's a mess. But to actually answer the question that Sea Dog had asked, and thank you for the voicemail again, I think the following: if I'm a guy that works for Disney, if I have a role on a Star Wars show, you're one of the most profitable franchises and the most profitable companies on the planet Earth. All you got to do, and this is a theme for this episode, is not fuck up the bag. All you got to do is clear the bar that is on the fucking floor. And if you want to, if you really want people to know your political opinions, then talk to your friends that are in your political echo chamber that you're comfortable in. Then nobody can fucking judge you. Be a role model. Like if you work for Disney, you have a Disney, you got to pretend that you have a fucking Disney like name tag on your chest, because you do. Whether you like it or not, you do. Whether you are comfortable with it or not, you do. You sign that contract, and I'm sure somewhere in that contract it's going to say you're an at-will employee. Disney can terminate you for any reason if they disagree with the sentiments that you say. It doesn't make a difference if you have, my employer's fucking opinions are not reflected in what I say, because you are, at the end of the day, you represent that company. You're a role model to little kids. You're a role model to adults, maybe. And if you say something that the company disagrees with, they can fire you. I do think that there needs to be due process. I do think that there needs to be investigations into stuff like this. I mean, granted, if you post something online, it's forever, and people are going to see what you say and be able to dig it up, and that's going to be under a microscope immediately. But I think that there should be you should be able to hear that person out and understand why they think that way. This goes to a certain extent. You could say fucking horrible things, and granted, it's like, all right, well, I guess that's the way you think. See you later. But it's sad the way that you go out like that, because there are certain people, like let's take like Ahmed Best, for example, who played Jar Jar Binks, who was on the brink of suicide multiple times because people fucking bullied the shit out of him because he loved what he did and played a role that people didn't agree with because they thought it was ruining Star Wars. And then you go like fast forward fucking, 20 years and you have Gina Carano who's actually saying harmful things, and that's actually, hurting people, and they're crying the same fucking way. So to me, I think whenever we talk about the Star Wars fan base in particular, it's a whole different fucking can of worms, because it's always going to be toxic no matter which way you slice it. And this is coming from a lifelong Star Wars fan, somebody who fucking loves Star Wars with every cell in their body. It's a whole other bread. It's a whole other oven. It's a whole other fucking bakery. It's a whole other city that bakery's in. But at the end of the day, for me, the big thing is like if you work for one of the biggest companies in the world, and you are a publicly seen person, you have to be held accountable for what you say. How you are held accountable is up to that company, but you can't be surprised, and you can't be like, oh, well, people are coming to get me because you work for a very visible company, and you need to know that. If you work for the mouse, you work for fucking Mickey Mouse. If you're the voice, and this goes for anybody. This goes for Pedro Pascal. He could say something that goes against something that, whatever. You're a Disney employee now. You're a fucking top 3 biggest company in the world. You're a character in Star Wars where bajillions of people are going to watch you every week. There needs to be due process. I completely agree. We need to hear that person's side of the story. But it's not just about faulting them for the way that they think. It's about, there's only so much that you can say without expecting repercussions, I guess. But it's sad to say. It's sad to see, because I actually really liked Cara Dune. I liked Gina Carano's role, but you can't just think that you're Teflon just because you work in a certain light, I guess.
Yeah, the last thing I'll say, then we'll move on. Especially with something like Star Wars, where who knows how many people audition for those roles, thousands and thousands and thousands of people. Guess what? There's someone that didn't get the job that was probably just as good as you, but by the luck of the draw, you got it. That'll do the same job, exactly the same. And guess what? They'll keep their mouth shut and just do their job. But
100%.
There's someone
100%.
right behind you that will take it, that should have had it, or it was just the luck of the draw, and you got it.
Yeah, and again, like this is not saying like keep your mouth shut, don't talk about things that are important to you, because you should. And this goes for, if you think a certain way, talk about it. But you have to be ready for people to react to that. And you're a dummy if you think that people aren't gonna. This goes for anybody. This goes for fucking anybody. Like Oreos and shit had like tweets about certain things that people are gonna react to. It doesn't matter what stance you have on anything. You need to, if you put something out there, you need to be ready for the repercussions, or you need to be ready for people to react to it. And if you're an employee of the biggest company on earth, and they need to keep a certain political stance to ensure that money is coming in, they don't fucking care. They don't fucking care. Half the people that are probably the corporate executives at Disney vote a certain way that I guarantee half the people that more than half of the people that consume their content don't like. But the problem is not the problem, but the situation is that you can't be surprised. If you put something out there, you can't be like, whoa, why is everybody attacking me? Because you know damn well. You know damn well why they're attacking you. It's just there's a lot of double standards, there's a lot of idiot shit out there. But you can't be surprised. If you put something out there, it's going to be judged. You're under a microscope. You are working for one of the biggest companies on earth. You are in one of the biggest, most profitable, most viewed franchises in the world. You are on one of the most popular TV shows in the last decade, probably the most popular TV show since Game of Thrones. What you say is going to be judged. And if you don't want it to be judged, then say it within your little echo chamber that you like. That people are going to be like, yeah, you're absolutely right.
Mm-hmm.
And then you wouldn't have that problem. But whatever. All right. Last voicemail. Hold on one second. And then we'll land the train.
What is up, WGG fam and founding fathers? It's JB Genesis calling in with another weekly voicemail. Hope everyone's having a wonderful week so far. So I got two questions for you guys. We've got Pokemon's 25th anniversary coming up here. There's going to be a Pokemon Go live or virtual concert event with Post Malone. Are you guys interested at all in that? Are either of you going to either open up your Pokemon Go app or reinstall your Pokemon Go app just to check it out? And second question is, if you guys could take one Pokemon out of the entire Pokemon universe and have it in real life, just one, only one Pokemon, what would it be? Thanks, guys. Much love as always. Peace.
Great. The second. So
Fantastic.
first of all, I resonate with the second question. That's a great fucking question.
Oh,
First
yeah,
one,
yeah.
I don't really give a fuck about Post Malone in Pokemon Go. I could just watch it on YouTube. I'm definitely not re-downloading Pokemon Go.
I will.
But fuck. For a Pokemon that I would want in real life, I would need. Ooh. I need a. What is the fucking. There was a fighting psychic Pokemon. I 100% need. I need a psychic Pokemon, but I'm trying to think of the fighting
I know you're
psychic
talking about
Pokemon.
too. No, I'm thinking of Mimic.
Maybe Gardevoir. I can't remember. Regardless, I need at least a psychic Pokemon because I get stressed out sometimes from work, and I just need
You're thinking of Lucario,
nice.
I think.
Maybe.
Lucario
but I
is
need
like
a
the
good-
blue, like dog. He looks kind of like the Anubis kind of thing, and he's fighting.
Yeah. Yes, that's a good one. I need a good psychic Pokemon to just calm mind, relax me a little bit, and then a fighting one to just, give me a couple chops in the back every once in a while. Like, oh, my lower back's killing me. Just fucking drop kick me in the back.
Don't hate
That's what I
that.
need.
With me, I will re-download Pokemon Go for the Post Malone concert because that's fucking cool, and I really want to see it, and I want to be able to clip my own shit, so I don't have to credit anyone. I want it to be my own video, so I can post that, and people can credit us for it. And then for what Pokemon I'd want, hear me out. I feel like a lot of Pokemon, they need you to be there. You constantly have to watch them, like the fire Pokemon. You know what they're gonna light on fire, what they're gonna touch, anything like that. I'm gonna have to go with Snorlax. Just like low key, just chill. Just chill with Snorlax. It looks mad cuddly.
For me, I still have Pokemon Go installed, so I will definitely check that out for sure. I didn't even realize that it was happening live on the app, but I'll definitely check that out. They've actually had a big event happening over the past week where if you catch, they've been having all 151 of the original Kanto Pokemon appearing in the app, and if you catch all 151 of them, I believe you get a chance at a shiny Ditto or something like that. People who live and die by that game can tell me if I'm wrong. It might be even over by now. I'm not 100% sure, but yeah, I'll check it out. If I have the time, I'll check it out. It's not like appointment television for me, but hey. But yeah, it the concert has a sample from Ecruteak City, which is one of the coolest fucking themes in Gold and Silver. So, or like the song that he does, the cover that he does, has a sample from that. So it's pretty sick. As far as what Pokemon would I have follow me around or like as my companion Pokemon, I've always been low-key a flying Pokemon guy, and people that know me real well know that like if I was like any sort of gym leader, I'd probably be like a flying gym leader. I just like the flying Pokemon, so give me like a nice Pidgeot, to fly around on his back. I can go wherever I want, click 2 buttons, boom, I'm there.
Oh, that's such a. I need to change my answer.
That's
A
me.
flying
man.
dude,
I've
a
always
flying
been
Pokemon. Oh, so easy.
Birdkeeper Dom. That's me. If you see me on the streets, if you see me on Route 2, I'm a bird keeper. I'm gonna have 6 Pidgeys with me. Cool.
Birdman.
Birdman. I fly in any weather. So that's me. No Corviknight. Yeah, Corviknight was my favorite Pokemon in the new games in Sword and Shield. Corviknight is so fucking cool, and I had him in my championship team. My Corviknight's so fucking sick. But yeah, Pidgeot's my OG, my real hitter. But that's all we got.
Man, I still think Gardevoir. Gardevoir was one of my favorite psychics.
Gardevoir.
Gardevoir. French. All right, so we're all out of voicemails. I think we should just land the train.
Yeah, land it.
Chris, you got anything?
I just want to tell the good people that listen to this, please leave us a 5-star review on iTunes if you do enjoy the show. Just have 5 stars. You can leave a comment on there, ask a question, a roast, a compliment, anything you so choose. As long as it doesn't get us TOS, I will be happy to read it out loud. I guarantee, I was thinking of this the other day, a lot of international listeners must be leaving them because I think the only way to check if you can look at international reviews is to go on iTunes and like click into that region. So I'm gonna have to look into those. But yeah, leave us a 5-star review if you enjoy the show. It really helps us out.
Tom, you got anything?
Yeah. You want to hear it?
Yeah.
Sure. Why not?
Shout out to my dog Miller. I miss him. He's upstairs. I miss him a lot, and I can't wait to go pet him. Also, I just wanted to give a big shout out to everybody that's listening to us. That's like, I mean, we do. I feel like I try to do this every little while, but we've got a lot of folks that are like delivery guys or postmen or any sort of kind of like you're in your car all day. We got a lot of guys who do like trucking and shit like that. It's such like an unsung hero job, and I just really fucking appreciate it. I mean, even for me, like the city plowed a fucking mountain in front of my mailbox, and I was like trying to like turn it around. The post guy wrote like didn't plow out his mailbox on my fucking letter this morning, and I'm like, you know what? I was a little hurt because it wasn't me that did that, but it was also 9,000 pounds of snow, and I can't put it around. So just throw the mail at my mailbox, and I'll pick it up when it's all soggy and shit. But big shout out to you guys. It is a fucking thankless job. It is probably the most thankless job out there. And it's like, you guys aren't getting fucking vaccine priority. You got to go to everybody's goddamn house and touch their dirty ass mailbox. And, it's a lot. It's a lot, So big shout out to you guys, and to anybody else that's out there, working like customer facing jobs or service industry jobs or, bartending, restaurants, whatever, retail. We love you, man, because this shit is not easy. So if you're listening to us on your lunch break right now, just know that your internet dads are here for you. And also, big shout out to Steve, aka Evets. Steve has made raiding in World of Warcraft fun for me, probably for the first time ever. I used to do it a little bit and like do pickup groups like once in a while, but like he just has this like a natural leadership quality and has the know-how to like make it like a lot less stressful. And also just a great person. So big shout out to him.
True.
Big shout out to Steve.
Very true.
I appreciate him a lot, and I really enjoy gaming with him. And we've been doing some WoW pugs here and there. We might start to record some of our pugs, because they do end up involving some pretty funny shit. So maybe we'll start putting out some WoW video content as well. But yeah, big shout out to Steve. That's all I got.
You gotta listen to some of his music.
So very good.
For the YouTubes, we have a comment on one of the Medium videos from Filth Lee. My 3 internet dads. Dom, the infinite wisdom dad with looks as sharp as his mind. Bob, the dad that pushes me to not only improve my KD, but also push that weight pile. Chris, the dad that knows I'm snatching and chuffing his darts, but all he can say is, that's my boy.
Who's this again?
Also, Filth Lee. I don't know who that would be in chat.
Wow.
Sweet potato casserole is a side. It goes right between the turkey and mashed potatoes. If you get a little gravy on it, no big deal. We all like that savory, sweet mix. Stop denying it. I'm going to click show less so we don't have to see that portion of that.
In the first half.
Shit.
Wow, Filth Lee, I love you so much.
Shut up. We're going to move on to the next one. JB commented on the State of Play video, all that mattered was Kenna and Sifu. I agree. Also add in Deathloop. That fucking trailer was incredible. And that's all we got on YouTube. We got anything else?
No, sir.
I love you.
All right. Love you guys too. Thank you everybody for tuning in to episode 221 of Not Another Gaming Podcast. I have been your host this week, Doc Bob, with your favorite wonderful co-host, Papa Dom and Chris P. You could check out all the written content at wickedgaming.com. You could catch the live show if you're not watching us live. Catch the live show at twitch.tv/wickedgaming. You could check out the YouTube, all the videos that's been going up. I've been putting up a bunch at youtube.com/wickedgaming. You could follow us on all social medias. It's at Wicked Gaming on everything except for Twitter. It's at Wicked Games. And you could find Not Another Gaming Podcast. Say you're listening to Not Another Gaming Podcast and you have a buddy sitting next to you. Say you're a police officer, for instance, and you're driving around and you get a new partner and they're sitting next to you and you're listening to Not Another Gaming Podcast. And they're like, what's this? Where can I find this? Guess what? We're on every podcast platform available. Okay? Every single one of them. If we aren't on one of them, if there's this crazy astronomical chance that we aren't on one of them on your podcast platform, let us know. We'll get on it. I think that's it. I think that's everything.
That's all.
Well, thank you everybody for tuning in. We will catch you all next week for episode 222 of Not Another Gaming Podcast. We'll see you then.
Triple twos.